Hello, everyone. Welcome to this awareness talk on coastal cleanup and Earth Scientists' Perspective. I'm Dr. Devleena Mani Tiwari from Center for Earth, Ocean and Atmospheric Sciences, University of Hyderabad. As we celebrate 75 years as an independent nation with Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav going on, a mega initiative drive has been undertaken for cleaning up the beaches and coasts along the 7,500-kilometer plus coastline of India. Beach cleaning activity is being organized on 75 beaches as part of Swachhata Abhiyan or the Cleanliness Drive to mark the celebration of India at 75. The campaign, initiated by Government of India from 5th July, would end on 17th September 2022 with International Coastal Cleanup Day. My talk focuses on this very important topic of coasts and beach cleanups, its significance, and how, if not done, its effect on planet and life on it amidst the rising pollution and the changing climate. Before we go in detail, let us look at few basic terms and facts, particularly about Indian coasts and beaches, which are related to the topic. Coasts are the areas of interface between land and the sea, and the coastal environment comprises of a variety of zones including coastal plains, beaches, barriers, and lagoons. You can see in the figure shown here the different geomorphic features present along a coast. Coastline. It's the boundary of a coast where land meets the water. These are the dynamic, high energy, and geologically complicated places where many different erosional and depositional features exist. Beach is the area washed by the waves breaking on the coast. A beach has its own ecosystem. Now let us look at few facts about Indian coast. India is the only country to have an ocean named after it, the Indian Ocean. The country is surrounded by the Bay of Bengal in the east and the Arabian Sea in the west and the Indian Ocean to its south. India has the 18th longest coastal line in the world with a total coastal length of 7,516.6 kilometers. So in this figure, you can see the east coast and the eastern coastal line, and on the west side, it's the western coast and the western coastal line. Of the total coastline length, the mainland India has the coastal length of 5,422.6 kilometers, whereas the islands, which are the Andaman and Nicobar in the east and Lakshadweep in the west, make up 2,094 kilometers. There are 9 coastal states and 4 union territories. The states are Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and West Bengal, while the union territories are Daman and Diu, Puducherry, Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal, and Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea. There are regional names given to the coast. The east coast of India in Orissa is known as the Utkal coast. From the southern limit of the Utkal coast stretches the Andhra coast. In the south of the Andhra coast is the Tamil Nadu coast. The northern part that lies in north of river Krishna is called the northern Sirkars, and the southern part, that is Tamil Nadu and parts of Andhra Pradesh coast together, are known as the Coromandel coast. The western coast, comprising of Maharashtra and Goa, is the Konkan coast, whereas the Kerala and Karnataka is called the Malabar coast. And there are about 250 beaches along the eastern and western coasts, along with those of islands of India. The physiographic features of eastern and western coast are quite distinct and important. The mountainous regions that you see in the figure on the either side in Indian peninsula are the Ghats. So on the eastern side are the eastern Ghats and on the western side are the western Ghats. The eastern coastal plain lies in between the Bay of Bengal in the east and the eastern Ghats to its west, while the western coastal plains are between the Arabian Sea and the western Ghats. As stated previously, these geomorphic features are very important. The onset of monsoon is felt by the western Ghats. These are higher than eastern Ghats and most of the peninsular rivers originate from here. The heavy rainfall in the western Ghat produces dense forests, which are biodiversity hotspots containing unique flora and fauna. The eastern coastal plain is wider than the western. Major rivers drain through it. The delta of important rivers such as Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri rivers have formed nearly 25% area of this plain. The soil of this delta is very fertile. Having known about the important features of the Indian coast, now let us see what the significance is. Areas that are covered under the Indian coastline enjoy a favorable climate with no extreme temperatures. Coastal plains covered by fertile soils have rice as their major crop. The big and small ports along the Indian coastline help in carrying out trade. The sedimentary rocks contain petroleum and natural gas reserves. The coastal plains of India are rich in coastal and marine ecosystem, which include a wide variety of mangroves, coral reefs, estuaries, and lagoons, which regulate environment, climate, and pollution levels. These also serve as a great tourism potential. In addition to the range of recreational activities, coast and beaches play a role in mitigating climate change. The ocean circulation, its air sea exchanges, heat transport, along with the marine life, play a vital role in regulating the Earth's climate. Beaches protect residents living near the coast by serving a buffer against the high winds and waves of powerful storms and help drive economic activity important to the nearby communities. Beaches have their own ecosystem. Beaches as permanent habitats of various plants and animals. The microorganisms present on the beach play an essential role in seawater filtration and nutrient recycling. Beach environment is a nursery area for fish fry or is the nesting site for turtles and birds. Higher up in the marine food chain, beaches are vital feeding ground for birds and terrestrial wildlife. Some marine mammals, such as lions and seals, also need a clean beach to rest, molt, breed, and give birth. They can also be lounging on the sand because they are warming themselves underneath the sun. The mangroves along the coast are natural coastal defense against violent storm surges and floods. They are natural carbon sinks. They provide livelihood and are great places of ecotourism. They are rich in biodiversity. A beach is also an idyllic gateway for many. The blue mind concept, a theory proposed by marine biologist Dr. Nicholas, links the deep connection between the humans and water, especially the blue water. Thus, the benefits of ocean and its ecosystem are uncountable. Oceans feed us, regulate our climate, and generate most of the oxygen we breathe. However, the rising temperatures and altered rainfalls and runoff patterns are leading to sediment pollution and altered habitats along the coasts. This is affecting the health of the beach and the coasts. The rising sea levels lead to coastal inundation and salt intrusions. The temperature rise and ocean acidification are affecting the ocean circulations, algal blooms and coral bleaching, and physiological changes in the marine organisms. Another major concern is the beach pollution. The impact of all this is reflected in the coastal ecosystem too. Algal accumulation, growth of blue green algae, sewage discharge, plastic and litter on the beaches, including oil spills, are devastating the coastal environment and habitat. These are some of the common trash which is abundantly observed on beaches all over. These include cans, plastic bottles, styrofoam food containers, plastic straws, toys, shoes, balloons, cigarette butts, and much more. The most important concern is the plastic pollution. Plastic waste, most at risk of entering the ocean, is generated in coastal population, which is within 50 kilometers of the coastline. In 2015, this was estimated to be 99.5 million tons. A lot of plastic is microplastic too. Microplastic is another rising concern. These are plastic particles smaller than 1 millimeter. Their sources include the breakdown of larger particles, fibers from synthetic fabrics in washing machines, and microbeads. In the personal care products such as scrubs and toothpastes, the black spheres in the photo are the microbeads. The plastic and microplastics accumulate in great garbage patches in the gyres in the ocean. The toxic chemicals associated with it en route into the food chains, which are eaten by the planktons and other small animals. These have been found in fish skins, crab gills, and in many other animals. If we look at the marine debris statistics, according to an agency, Ocean Conservancy, which runs the international coastal cleanup in 127 countries of the world, and its volunteers clean the beaches every third Saturday in September, reports that marine debris size is increasing by 5% per year despite all efforts to control it. Another report published in reputed journal says marine species sampled have been tested to contain plastics and human derived plastic debris. The severe effect of marine debris include animal entanglement, ingestion by animals, destruction of natural habitat, and chemical pollution, and these are grave concerns. In these pictures, we can see the plastic and other human derived marine debris is leading to the killing of the microorganisms, either by entanglement or by swallowing. Worldwide, 100,000 marine mammals and turtles are killed annually by plastic litter. 267 species have been found entangled in or having ingested marine debris. So, what we can do to reduce all this? We all know switching to the reusable products with preference of non-plastic material is preferred, switching to the natural fibers rather than the plastic synthetics, refusing the use of plastic straw, using compostable packaging and plates when we go on beaches, bans on problematic consumer products, and effective waste management. These are some of the things which are being spoken of loudly in the entire world. But besides these, beach and coast cleanups are very important. We can organize local beach and river cleanups. All we need are the gloves, shovels, and a trash bag. We can recover all the lost fishing gears by doing the beach cleanup. Besides an organized cleanup, we should pick litter every time we visit the beach. We should record what we find on the beach while we are cleaning it up. Plastic is not fantastic. We should reduce the use of it always. We should join a campaign to spread the word. We should educate ourselves on the wider issues, such as the trashes affecting the marine life and indirectly the climate. We should zoom in on personal changes we can make. So, should we do it ourselves? Yes, and it has already begun. You can see the pictures where volunteers are cleaning the Indian coast. By beach cleanup, we save the marine animals, we preserve our natural treasures, we keep toxic chemicals out of water, we help the local economy, we create a safer environment, we dispose of the waste in right way, and make seafood safer. Clearing up the beaches helps keeping the ocean healthy. It's our responsibility, it makes us feel good, and it's a great social opportunity. A beach cleanup is also an opportunity to gather new data about the state of our coasts and the type of trash that pollutes them. If unattended and uncared, beaches are a great threat. Trash has a huge impact on our marine ecosystem. It is much easier to keep the trash out of the environment when it's on the beach than once it enters into the oceans. Cleaning up the beach improves the coastal and ocean ecosystem by ensuring that none of the trash kills marine life or is toxic enough to disrupt the aquatic life cycle. So no one likes a dirty beach. Whenever we go to beach, we should bring back only the memories, leaving nothing but the footprints. So this talk on beach cleanup and beach health awareness is a must. It's an urgent appeal to keep our beaches safe and healthy. Thank you.